Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing some more Euro Truck Simulator 2. We'll be cracking on with our first job of the stream. Let's have a look at what our options are. So job market and freight market. We're in Lille at the minute. We'll take a job to Geneva, so that's out of France, through Belgium, through Luxembourg, and then through France again, and then into Switzerland. So this should be a nice drive. 8 tons of electronics. Right, well the job's in here, so that's something. I still feel a little bit drunk from the drinking I was doing watching the Formula 1. So this should be interesting to say the least. Just gonna put some music in. Anyway, freight market, Geneva. Take job.
Each dance.
Let's see what the schedule's like on Chuckers FM. Not exactly that interesting, so I'll put my own tunes on. Hello Ethan, welcome into the stream. Let's go. I need to take it easy. Hello NJ, welcome into the stream. Why don't I get my own trailer? Well, I do own a bunch of trailers on this account, but I like to have a nice mixture of different jobs using a variety of different trailers just to mix things up a little bit. If you're enjoying your flight simulator, all good Ethan. And hello Connor, welcome into the stream. Just getting out of Lille now. There we go. Well, I'm in the correct lane because I'm turning left up ahead. So I don't need to move up at any time, just need to stay where I am. Ooh, it's a lot of slow driving ahead here. these guys are going so slowly, but let's just try and keep a safe distance. Now it's a dual carriage where we can overtake anyone who's driving slowly. If we can avoid putting silly comments in the chat, that'll be great. Wow, that was reckless. 455, we do not need to hear your music. Okay, off at this junction, guys. Yeah, indeed, you can vibe off the CB radio. Oh, no, 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 no! How did we not crash into the back of that guy? That was a good dodge. That is ridiculous. Sure, there's no one anymore on this game that knows how to drive. It's really killing off the vibe of this game. The amount of bad drivers about. Oh, this is silly now. Right, who was that? It's getting ridiculous on this game now. %1% more damage, like seriously? No, but ATS is even worse. It doesn't have its own online player pool. I know, Ethan, it's not cool. This is every stream now. It's not what ETS 2 is here for. The only way you'd get me playing ATS if it had its own online player base, and unfortunately it doesn't, nowhere near. Just to get 100 people online on the server at one point on ATS is rare, and that's just not fun. While the player base on ETS2 might be increasing, the problem we're getting now is that a lot of the people that's been playing the game for years and have been playing the game sensibly seem to be slowly but surely going away and being replaced by people who don't play the game sensibly, just want to crash into other players and only stay on the CD world. It's a shame really how the game's going. Okay, we're passing the outskirts of Luxembourg in a minute or two. And that 1.48 update with regards to ABS has not made things much more interesting either. The last 5 minutes of the stream is exactly a good reason why I'm considering moving away from ETS2. So unless things improve, I won't be playing for much longer. It's clear that the people that I used to play with back when I first started playing this game at the back end of 2019, have unfortunately stopped playing this game and moved on. And that is why I'm considering doing the exact same. And when I look at the views of the views I get now on streams and any videos relating to ETS2 are on the downward trend as well, it does feel like a lot of people are feeling that way as well. And exactly, Connor, that's exactly the problem now. There's not that many decent drivers left on ETS2 anymore. I feel some of the decent drivers only come now to play the odd convoy every now and then, and they don't play ETS2 that much, and it's a shame really. Anyway, for those who are just tuning into the stream now, we are on a job on our way to Geneva with 8 tons of electronics. I'm cheesed off I've got 1% load damage. See, and why is that guy parked in the grass with a hard shoulder? Not that he should be stopping on the dual carriageway or motorway anywhere, like, but... Okay, about to go on the outskirts of Metz. And hello Eternity, welcome into the stream. Do you know, there's alcohol in my system. And even now, I'm still driving better than most of these people on ETS2. was playing earlier, and this guy in a car tried to bump you off. Instead, he went, I'll be flying back, I think it says. Just goes to show, really. I've got some reports I can put in for my stream highlights from before. I'll try and get them done after this stream. Including 4 pilot cars driving the incorrect way. What do you think of the handling with regards to the 1.48 update, Eternity? I think it's absolute crap. Oh yeah, the TMP mods have definitely got the fair share of play. Fair share of blame with how TMP is going. Too many kicking instead of banning going on. Not long enough bans. There's been a few incidents that have been in Calais. There's been a moderator about. People have been CB radio abusing, and nothing's been going on with regards to that. So you're absolutely correct. That part of the blame that goes towards the moderators. Yeah, my truck slides around for no reason, very irritating. This game is slowly becoming dead. Well, it is indeed. I can't argue with that. That is exactly how it's going. It feels like now, unless you want to drive down the CD road and crash into people, or you just want to do the odd convoy, this game's no longer really there. And it is a big, big shame. This is why I've now started to have a look at other games, and I am strongly considering moving away from ETS2, which would be a shame, but that's how things are going at the minute. Developers are too busy faffing around for reworks in Europe instead of the UK, which hasn't been touched in God knows how long. That is also correct as well. Parts of the UK is from the original Eurotruck map, so it's pushing 20 years old. All will be revealed soon, Eternity, unless ETS2 gets a grip of itself. But one thing I will say is a bit more action-packed. Right, 250 kilometres to go. problem is as well with gaming at the minute, and Vicstar123 has exactly hit the nail on the head. Is there's not really been much good coming out. There's nothing really to game-wise to look at and go, oh, that's going to be good to play when it comes out, or it's a good game out now, we've got to play it type thing. And it's a shame, really. And that's why he's not really uploading anymore. It's just the way things have gone. Like, I've never known gaming to be so stale before. Anyway guys, if you are still enjoying this ETS2 live stream, make sure you do hit that like button, as it does help me out. Big appreciations to anyone who's done so already. Games don't hit as much as they used to. But the last game that really got people interested, big style, was not Call of Duty, sorry, Fortnite. And there's not been a game since then. It's really got everyone playing together. Warzone did okay, but it weren't as big time as Fortnite, but it's just how things are really now. Okay, coming off up ahead. We've got some A-road driving coming up, guys. Anyway, I did release my stream schedule for next week. That's available in all the usual places, guys. Our first stop on this stream is Geneva. We haven't got too far to go until we get to Geneva. Currently driving down an A road for now. No, wait, turn up ahead, guys. Turn a bit too sharply there, guys. about less than 100 kilometres now until Geneva. We haven't got too far to drive before we finally get our first job of the stream ticked off. Is he driving a toilet truck? Can't really tell from here. Are you still considering? I think that's a 3-hour streams for this, with the new games. As long as the interest is there, eternity. But one thing we really need now is a brand new game to come out which everyone's going to enjoy, really. I want to see what that guy's driving. An MAN. So it's not the toilet truck then. Honestly, Terence, I don't blame you. You got to do what's best for the channel, and if that means taking a leave from ETS2 to moving on to better games, then go for it. That's exactly how it's going to end up being, to be honest. It's green light, you twit. Now, I'm going anywhere because that guy's been an absolute you-know-what. Made me miss the lights. Hopefully, well, I say hopefully, we'll be rid of this guy soon anyway because we're going to Geneva. What I'd probably do is probably have like one stream a week with ETS2 for a bit and see if there's any shape or form of revival for the game, and if not, totally go away from it. I did similar with Fortnite, thinking about it. Back when I used to only make videos, I made less and less Fortnite videos as the views declined and the game updates killed the game off. Really? If you turn, that's the wrong way. So that guy's been driving realistically, then gets to a fueling station and goes straight into the wrong way. That's exactly the type of people I'm getting annoyed with. Hello, BM Dreaming, welcome into the stream. Average European drivers, yeah, they don't understand, do they? Right. Going into the company here, cell plant. Yeah, I've been my dad over doing it with his sneezing as usual. Clearly getting a tissue to blow your nose is a big challenge these days. I was determined to get that park straight. Seen Steve take notes. Still annoyed that I 1% damage from that Muppet from before. But it was enough just about to hit level 404 here on the Global Cargo Events profile. So I will take that. Now let's get this job logged on ETS2 and then we'll get another job sorted, guys. Not drove anyone from Global Cargo. Alright, and let's get going. Let's see what other job options we have. So we just drove down to Geneva. Next decent job is up to Hamburg, so that's through Switzerland, through France, and then through Germany. 20 tons of train undercarriage. Just gonna make a change to something if I go. How did 10 men Liverpool win 2-0 against 2-1 against Newcastle? That's a good question. Nunes as well. I think Liverpool's done well to get out of a hole they've given themselves there, to be honest, eternity. Right, and what's clear, let's go. Is this guy reversing? He is. So he's trying to get it parked. 1,023 kilometres, so this is going to be a third drive. Right, first task, let's get out of this city zone. Let's get on this dual carriageway and make a move to where we're going. need the winning commentary about your Flight Simulator, Ethan. Oh, hello, that was close. Some tight corners here. Excuse me, guys. Looks like it's twisty roads beyond Burn. Hello Polo, long time no see, welcome into the stream. We've got what, over 3,200 kilometres worth of fuel, so I won't need to worry about stopping anytime soon. You got a kitten? Oh, that's good. It's nice having a cat around the house. They do really brighten things up. Like I've got a cat who's just a little sod, but it's funny at the same time. Where am I off to? I'm currently on my way to Hamburg in Germany. There is a guy joining this motorway, but we'll be well clear before he gets on it. So all good. Okay, I'm off at this junction to join another dual carriageway, guys. Oh, need to move over. And we are again joining another dual carriage up ahead, guys. Again, a big thank you to everyone who's tuned into the Sunday stream so far. If you've not already done so, make sure you do hit the like button on the stream. It's not just does that tell me you guys are enjoying the stream, but it does help with the channel as well, so it's very much appreciated. Okay, there we are, passing into France. We're in a quiet part of the map now, so it's a nice easy drive. Don't need to worry too much at the minute. A couple of interesting bends coming up low in the road. Why my brakes locked on them, that's not what I needed. Sick and tired of this now. Less than 750 kilometres to drive now until we get to our destination of Hamburg. We're passing Strasbourg in a couple of minutes. It's got an interesting junction, that's right, which if you're not paying attention you can easily go the wrong way at. We're going up to 3 lanes here, guys. Strasbourg's literally around the corner. This next junction can be a challenge. It can easily go the wrong way if you're not paying attention. I think this is the lane I want, the one I'm in now. And hello Botty, welcome into the stream. I'll read your message in a moment. Why am I in a city area? I'm nowhere near Strasbourg itself. Silly game. What's going on? I joined late and find you might not be streaming this for much longer. Can't blame you really. What's going to replace it? Farm Sim or something else? Well, one thing I can say for definite, it won't be Farm Simulator, because that's too slow of a game. And doesn't even have the interest this game has got. It will be something else, unless things start to pick up on ETS2 soon. Now, do we have a full lobby at the moment? We do. I'm not going down the CD road every single day. Not just is that annoying, but it's also very boring. My steering's gone heavy. No, it's not fun every single day. Unless you're a reckless driver, which you are. Weren't trying hard enough. Ethan is that far off getting banned because I'm sick to the back teeth of repeating the same thing every single stream. This is a simulation game. It is not for flying trucks. It is not for flying buses. It is not for crashing. It's for sensible driving. Anyone who cannot comprehend that should be permanently banned from online. Seriously. If I have to repeat that one more time, I'm just going to ban him. Because I shouldn't need to say it multiple times every single stream. Stupid kid. Literally, my patience for that kid is virtually ran out. I've tried to be patient, but he's not learning. Anyway, we're about to go around the outskirts of Mannheim. It's not normally busy here, so it should be a nice, easy drive. This has been my main game on this channel now for most of the last 3 years. So it is probably just getting to that point now where we need to think about moving on from it. Really? 3386. First of all, do not cut corners. Second of all, indicators exist. Use them. It's not listening. Really? Will they skip? I'm going to really go mad in a minute. He's driving a good truck, but driving like an absolute tool. Wait. Ah, he's been kicked. Now, he didn't have high ping, so I suspect a moderator's in the way he's driving. We've now got less than 500 kilometres to drive. Just want to say a big thank you to everyone who checked out the stream highlights that went online at 3 PM. It's very much appreciated, guys. Let's get past this guy. Oh, and funnily enough, we needed this lane for going straight on. I'm getting sick of this game.
But he got to beat.
So it's going up ahead. It's been a problem for a while now, and this 1.5 has really killed the game. Well, that's an interesting problem there. So I do want to get practice in other games and consider moving on to them, but it's finding the time to do it. Overtaking a bit of a convoy here, guys. That was a nice easy overtake, that convoy. we going round the round on? We've already been there. Quite a part of the map coming up, I think. I'll probably do some bits and pieces of editing after this stream as well. Just as I try and get as much bits and pieces sorted as I can. I just also want to remind everyone that my stream schedule for next week has now been posted. It is on my Discord server and all my other usual places I post my schedule. Just so you guys know what days and times I'm live next week. Are we going to nearby castles shortly as we keep making our way up to Hamburg? At least now we're in a quieter part of the map for a little bit. We don't need to worry too much about bad drivers. We can just chill and enjoy the drive, really. And that's another thing I'm sick and tired of telling Ethan about every single stream. We don't need to know. Got less than 250 kilometres to drive, guys. Let's get a move on. We're about to go past Hanover. At least we are getting through some kilometres. Too far to drive. Be there in the next few minutes. Straight up Nipquin Junction, guys. Hanover's not normally too busy, so it should be okay. Right, there's a lorry joining the dual carriageway motor up ahead. Do I need to give him space? I think I will. Yeah, I'm going to move over now. I think he slowed down then, thinking I weren't going to move over for him. Let's keep going. Well, that's 100 kilometres now until we do hit Hamburg. Of course, I'll get this job logged. Well, dropped off first, then logged. Then we'll be on to another job. Right. We need to be this right hand lane. Less than 50 kilometres to drive. hard shoulder is not a driving lane. Alright, and we're coming off up ahead. For the second time, we do not need an update on your flight simulator. We don't play that game here. Right, off at this junction. At least we got here with no damage for this job. I'm happy with that. We got 1% damage off the last job because somebody decided to ram us off the road, which is super annoying. This clear needs to clean because the brakes keep sticking on sometimes. The graphics are good on Flight Simulator, but it's quite boring because once you get up in the sky, that's it really. The only interesting parts is the takeoffs and the landings. It's annoying there's no fast lane here. Let's go. Well, that's another job completed. That'll get us on the way to level 405 on the Global Cargo Events profile. Let's get this job locked. Right. Let's get another job going. Let's see what the options are. Innsbruck, eh? That'll be a long drive across Germany and just into Austria. 22 tons of backflow preventers. We've got 9 kilometres to drive to where this job is. Oh. It's confusing there. There's no clear lines of where you're supposed to be. Nice Renault Magnum that are parked up. It looks like they have updated the ABS because it's not as oversteer as it would to be. No, the no real server was just a couple of weeks celebration type thing. But to be honest, after 48 hours the server went dead anyway. Which lane do you want? Some people. Really? Next time TMP celebrates a year of being active, they'll probably do another no rule server. They seem to do it every year, but it gets boring after 48 hours because it's repetitive. I know the past couple of days there's been quite a number of updates, virtually daily. Oh yeah, there has been, yeah, fixing bugs and stuff like that. Looks like they've sorted out the ABS. Well, they fixed the ABS, so it's not as bad as it was. Because I've got more control over my lorry now. Really? You're only allowed to go through red lights if there's no one about. The fact that it's gone to our brakes meant that it's bannable. Oh, and I weren't looking what I was doing then, because I was really getting cheesed off of that twit. Clearly the days of decent drivers on TMP is gone. You better not be saying people do wrong driving school again, because I swear to God that will be it. What about now, Swingo? It's going to be a long old drive, this one. It's nearly 1,000 kilometres. Green Party meeting Monday and out on Tuesday for the football body. Right, it's middle of the night now on ETS2, so let's get our full beams on so we can see just that little bit better. Why am I still in the city area? Thank you. We don't need the winning commentary of what you think is cool and not cool. It's not that type of party anyway. Is that guy moving over, is he not? Well, that guy's turning off. Right, let's go. Let's keep it on. Seriously? Oh, it's still got loads of fuel yet. Still over 2,100 kilometres. There's a bus spotty, most likely. The fact he's got to be told more than once is really starting to rev me off now. That's the second time in a stream. No one-way driving on the stream server.
Vou fazer uma pausa.
Fazes bem, fazes bem.
Tem que ser, pô, são muitas horas, não.
Eu também aqui a bocado vou fazer uma pausa, vou tomar um cafezinho.
Já te vou lá aceitar nesse tempo.
Tranquilo, mano. What the fuck, what are you doing, dude?
Stop swearing on the CB radio, you'll be reported on the TMP website as well.
Ele já te bateu, não é?
Não, está aqui um gajo no meio da rua, bro.
Reporto?
Yeah, I know, dude. Let's go F7. What the fuck? It's normal, dude. It's normal.
Yeah, where are we? Just passing Hanover.
Willow.
And I got 1% load damage because of that. What an app. Oh, I really am going to end up losing it. We've got less than 750 kilometres to drive now, guys. Well, that's overtake completed. Let's keep going. And we're off at the next junction. Convoy going the other way. Right, if anyone who's just tuning into the stream now, we're currently on our way to Innsbruck in Austria. So we are heading down south now. Okay, I've got enough fuel for this job, but I might need to stop on the next one. Where we are now on the map's normally a little bit quieter, so we don't need to worry too much about bad drivers. We can just literally make our move. We're probably somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes from our destination. That assumes we don't need to slow down for any more bad drivers. Have you still got a full survey, I wonder? We do indeed. And we're off at the next junction, guys. Interesting vehicle to be fitted with guide wheels. Why? What's that? One of the I was about to say one of the well, it's not electric though, is it? One of them things that TFGM have got ordered for the franchising, but you wouldn't have thought it'd have been that. Anyway, less than 500 kilometres to drive now. One of Go Northwest's Evo Settis, well, that is a surprise. Although, haven't they said though, they was putting the frequency up from day one of franchising? They did, didn't they? So they're going to need more buses. That makes sense. There's a convoy up ahead. Oh. I was about to move into that right hand lane, but 1038 come off the hard shoulder. Another stupid comment from Ethan, considering that space is not in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Really, I should be becoming the master of stupid comments. We've got a lot of more movements going on with regards to Merseyrail next week for those who are tuned and interested in that. We've got 2 more Merseyrails going for scrap Thursday morning, and also Wednesday night and Thursday night there is more deliveries with new Merseyrail trains, so do keep your eyes open for all that kind of stuff. It should be going on my transport channel, so I plan to catch it all on film. I've still got my Manchester Airport video from the other day to edit and upload. I don't know when I'm going to get round to doing that. No, it's not the Beatles unit this time. I think, is it 507026 and 508126? Something like that. I don't know when the Beatles unit's due off, but it's a 508. And all 508s are expected to be out of service by the middle of December. So yeah, I've got quite a hectic week coming up. I'm not looking forward to it, because it's going to be me not getting that much sleep. That'll be 011. Well, no, 111 is the Beatles unit. Yeah, it's not in the next batch going for scrap, but it won't be long. Because, like I said, all 508s are due out of service before the end of the year, and we're only a few days away from September, so not far. Why what, Ethan? Just driving right near Nuremberg, guys. I'm about 10 minutes away from my destination. More interesting is that TBA getting rid of the local motor sets shortly. Yeah, I can understand why that's going to be happening. It does make sense why train scrap. Because these trains are very, very old and there's new trains currently being introduced into service. Yeah, mostly software related problems, Spotty. But talking about problems, the MEN eco-cities are going, aren't they? They're due to be off by the middle of October at the latest. No, not 100 years. Another silly comment. Right, 250 kilometres to drive. It's about 5 to 10 minutes away from my destination. Again, you can tell when a quiet part of the map, there's no one really about. Steve's been quiet past couple of days, but like you said, he might be working. He's been out with the lads a lot as well. I think, like me, he's struggling to see games that are that interesting to stream at the minute. And unlike me, where I'm pushing myself to do it, he's just not. Right. On to another dual carriage wheel motorway, so let's get our speeds up, guys. This is why I'm looking to go back to my roots a little bit and do a little bit of retro gaming alongside newer games as well. Just so I can do a little bit of stuff I enjoy and a little bit of stuff like what a lot of people enjoy. Try and get the right balance until something comes out which everyone's going to enjoy. Which it could be GTA 6 in 2025 at this rate. What have I got next week then? Be good to watch something different. Well, yeah, it's the way we're going. This has been my main game for most of the past 3 years. It's just getting to the point now where its popularity's declining. A game you'd not be allowed to watch, Ethan. So next week, Monday, Green Party meeting, but there's also other bits and pieces connected onto that because we're attending a charity event. So that's got me busy most of Monday. Tuesday the football, but I'll get some buses before that. So that'll be an early start and a late finish on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we've got that Merseyrail scrap move, so that'll be a late night for me. On Thursday, we've got the Merseyrail brand new trains being delivered on Wednesday, so that'll be a late bedtime for me. On Thursday, we've got the Merseyrail scrap move, so that means I have to be up early, and then new Merseyrail trains being delivered, so that's a late end on Thursday. On Friday, I've got something personal I need to deal with, so that's going to take some of the day up when I'd normally be recording videos and stuff. Saturday is a clear day, apart from watching the F1 qualifying, which is part of the fun. And then Sunday, F1 race itself. So yeah, it's going to be a blast, you could say. Come the end of the week, well this time next week I could say, I'll be extremely worn out. Don't forget rail strikes Friday and Saturday this week. Thankfully I won't need the railway on the Friday or Saturday, so that's going to be one good thing, Botty. That's going to mess you up though, because you won't be able to go out again, at least not far. Do not drive in ghost mode, that is reckless. We're just on the outskirts now of Innsbruck. We got a trip around Lancaster. I'll read the rest of it in a moment. Plus there's some vehicles around Greater Manchester you need again. I say I'll be visiting Lancaster itself once the new buses for the 125 enter service, because my plan is to go to Preston, photograph some of them, and then go down to Lancaster for a couple of hours and get some buses I need down there. Oh, it's alright. I got confused then. I thought it was that turn. It's this turn. I know you put Lancashire, but I said Lancaster because that's my only real plan to touch Lancashire anytime soon. Well, technically Preston as well, but you get what I mean. I don't have any plans to go anywhere else in Lancashire anytime soon. I thought this one had a gate on it, but clearly it doesn't. I'm assuming the parking spot is behind the truck. Yep. I don't think I've moved over enough, so I might need to take an attempt or two to get this parked. Saying that though, we seem to be doing alright here. Well, 483 have got the ex-Blackpool Centrals on them now. Also, Diamond have got at least 3 ex-First Leicester streetlights. Yeah, they've started to enter service, haven't they? I feel sorry for anyone who's got to drive them. They're not the best of buses, let's be honest. Never been a fan of streetlights, but the ones that I've been on with First are absolutely poor. Oh, that's the wrong thing I've clicked. Let's get this locked. Again, not sure of anyone from Global Cargo, so I keep that as blank. Ooh, would you look at that? 75% of the way towards the total income to rank up again. Right, let's have a look at the movements out of here. Lyon in France is the best I'm getting. So that's through Austria, through Switzerland, and then into France. 27 tons of milk, so it's going to be a heavy one. One thing I need a diamond is some Sataros, but the ones I need are almost all the ones I need are the ones that have not been out for a while. .177 in the middle of the road is not a parking spot. You want to try one of those tracks ones at Rochdale. I'll read the rest of the step. It's rough as everything, and it's been bad tick over for weeks now. Whereas the first ones, oh dear, didn't think it would be possible. Just goes to show. Yeah, with the Diamond Street light, sorry, Sataros, the ones that are out, for the most part, the ones I've done. So it's a bit frustrating in that respect. If any of the ones that are long-term VOR do come back, and get them ticked off at a later date. I think there's only 2 out. Well, sorry, I think there's only 2 that's been out in the last month, which I require. One is 330, and the other I think is 33016. Which wasn't out the last time I was in Greater Manchester, because it was being repainted into yellow colour. Okay, so we're going on this job. 653 kilometres to drive. That's worth about 20 minutes of driving. 330 to Eccles, it is indeed. That's the one that I've had a small firewall crash in the winter, and I was told wasn't coming back. Anyway, it did a few months later, and I'd forgotten to take it off the withdrawn list onto service list until recently. So that one snuck through my targets until now. So I'll probably try and get that on Tuesday if it's out. In fact, I think 33016's also at Eccles. It's been on the Amazon contract. Because yes, Diamond have won the Amazon contract off first. So that's a PPR increase at Eccles of what, 2? I think it's a PPR 2 on that. That's the point. He's first on strike on Tuesday. I don't think they are. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I think. $330 is the ex-Diamond signature to Taro. That was regularly on the 82 Solihull to Coventry service. Yeah, that's the one. It's the one that's strangely numbered compared to the others. No, first on strike Monday, then no strike until the following Monday. Ah, well, even better. Because I wanted to tick off some of their Enviro 400s, but since it was on strike, I put some of the busway buses on the list instead and got one of them ticked off. 39245 from memory. Got a toll booth coming up the Aston Austria, so we should be able to just drive around it. I'll go for my list first thing tomorrow morning with Diamond Sataros and see if any of the ones I need that are long-term VOR have made a return. I suspect no, but it's worth having a look just in case. My mate did say there was one or two that was being repainted at Bolton when he had a look, so we'll see. That's the thing as well, I need to move the pictures off my camera and onto my computer to put onto the portable hard drive. So that's another thing, another task I've got to get done. It looks like on Tuesday I'll try and get a couple of the 12 plate Enviros ticked off at Oldham Depot. Definitely kicked myself with regards to Bolton because I never targeted the Bolton ones, so I didn't get that many done, and now they've ended up here, there and everywhere, so getting them ticked off is going to be a challenge to say the least. And Tuesday will be my second to last trip into Greater Manchester before franchising starts, so I'll be wanting to get a move on. You've had Tyrus going past recently on National Express as they've been currently doing duties on Liverpool to Leeds. I've seen one or two. In Liverpool 1, it's been strange. And another thing Towers have been doing recently is, as well, is rail replacements on the Eccles line. So they've definitely been getting a lot of work in lately, Tyrers. Yeah, I don't know why I said rails, but yeah, trams, alongside I think it's called coastline buses. It seems to be a bit of a mixture at the minute. At one point it was fully coastliner, but now it seems a mixture between coastline and Tyrers. We've also got less than 500 kilometres to drive on this job. If there is any first time viewers here, don't forget to subscribe and then hit the bell, as that way you will be notified of any future videos and live streams for myself. I am making an effort to get regular videos and shorts on this channel again. Coastliner buses, aka Transporter. And why is he going through one red light just to top of the next red light? Doesn't make any sense that, but there you go. I might need to stop for fuel towards the end of this job, we'll see how it goes. I would do the tram replacements, but the problem is the bus and tram ticket is only valid after 9:30. And I'm normally getting into Manchester 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning to start getting targets done. So it's not helpful for me. That guy's now got over 100 ping. Ouch. Right, he's moved over, so let's try and get the overtake done. I didn't get a good look of exactly what he was driving, but I could tell it was an older lorry. We'll be passing the outskirts of Zurich shortly. Is it still a full server? It is. I'd say the more the merrier, but everyone's just driving on the CD mode these days, which is a shame. Well, I've seen a picture of a couple of Staros on their body. I suppose it's possible that Diamond only winning that Amazon contract and first round strike. That is possible. Because annoyingly enough, the one I seen photographed on there was 33016. And I'm like, seriously? But yeah, it is possible that they're only running it on strike days, maybe. A bit naughty, but there you go. Anyway, we got past Zurich in one piece. Next we'll be going near Bern. In fact, no, I need to stay in this lane for going straight on. Not too sure which one, to be honest. I know it's a contract service, but I think it's you don't think it's anything to do with TFGM as in pay on bus times. Well, it doesn't have to pay on bus times, but it's not to do with anything with TFGM. It's a closed door, privately hired contract with Amazon themselves, so it's closed to the public. E.g., if there's something on there I want, I'm not getting it. It's just one of them things, really. That's another thing as well. I need to check if there's any rail placements on Tuesday. There was an emergency rail placement when I was last in Greater Manchester for Wigan, so I went to Wigan to finish off. And a transit van turned up. I was not impressed. Because we noticed in the morning they'd already cancelled the last train from Wigan to Liverpool and they'd replaced it with a bus, so I was with Brett, so we thought, you know what, we'll go and check it out. Biggest regret. The transit van did not have any legals on it, and the hammers used to smash windows, you know, if there's a fire on it. Not on the bus, they've been took off. Well, the van, they've been took off. So if those would have seen that, they'd have a field day with that. Like you said to an Oldham driver, I know it's a shame. I was at the airport on Thursday. There's one of the other Oldham drivers I know was on it. I probably could have had a lift back on it. Well, don't want to be caught on there. 250 kilometres left of this job. Another thing that irritates me as well is when there's a bus on the staff shuttle for Diamond, which I need, because it actually tracks as well. I'm just like, come on. Been using the eclipses on the staff shuttle a lot lately. The former first ones, that is. I don't need them, so that's okay. But the other ones don't seem that reliable because they keep breaking down. I got lucky when I was in Manchester because what you call it? There's one I needed. For picture, it was on the, I think it was 21s, 22s, and I photographed it at the Trafford Centre early on in the morning, and Brett was like, oh, I want to record that, so he's going to go and get it later on in the day. Now when I was going to get something else I needed, I passed it, bonnet up and getting connected to a tow truck. Brett was not happy. It was only off a couple of days, well, a day and a half. So it couldn't have been that big of a fault. So the Diamond one tracks as Wigan Rail, does it? About to go around the outskirts of Geneva. Making good progress on this job, but then again it is quite a part of the map, so you just have to go for it. Any other global cargo lot on? There's a couple actually. I only know LNX from that list, I don't know the others. But it was what? 5 in total, me and 4 others. Okay, off at this junction, going to be doing some air road driving now, guys. time we go past it's our end destination. Which is only down the road, just over 100 kilometres until we're there. At least this one's been a relaxing drive. I definitely needed that. One thing I did about getting English. One thing I did forget about until I saw it the week was the ex-Gilmoss MMC 400 that Stagecoach Manchester have got. Yeah, they've had it a while now. I think they're keeping it. At Hyde Road, I think it is. I think it's Hyde Road. Pretty sure I need that for a ride or a picture. One of the two. Because I never got it fully ticked off when it was at Gilmoss. And it weren't at Gilmoss that long. Yeah, it is, I thought so. To be fair though, I need a lot with Stagecoach Manchester because I've never really targeted Stagecoach Manchester that much. I thought that might have been a secret road then, so I'll slow it down in case it was. The only MMC 400 which they've got which has tinted windows, that's actually true. I'm just thinking with Stagecoach Wigan I've done virtually everything for picture by chance when trying to get stuff with Forever and Diamond done. But in terms of rides, not much. Most of what I've done for ride has been the 09 plate in Vile 400s they've got when they used to run the 32 and the 33, and then some of the 08s and 58s when there was deeper in Manchester, because they used to be on the Magics a lot, and I used to use the Magics a fair bit to go down to Curry Mile, so I've done some on that as well. Most other things I need to ride there. Then again, I'm not really focusing on Stagecoach at the minute in Manchester. I've got other companies to focus on, so. Oops. Just didn't want to slow down for that corner. That's the problem with ABS, sometimes the grip's just not there. Like again, there, it just doesn't want to slow down. I'll just pop in here for some fuel. So there's a fueling station on this roundabout. Seriously? Get out reverse, no one put you in reverse. Let's get a full tank of fuel, as the tank is close to empty, so don't want to catch myself short, that's for sure. There we go. There's no one coming, so we can go straight out. Open sesame. Right, and the drop-off point. The most awkward drop-off point it could give me. God, I love it. I don't know why they want you to park in all the silly places they can give you. We've got it in though in the end. There we go. That was a lot of messing about. And that's going to get me closer to 405 on the Global Cargo Events profile. But anyway, since it is quiet tonight, I'm going to wrap up the stream here. I might as well get sorting with some more editing I've got. I can get that done well before getting something to eat and start to think about winding down. A big thank you to everyone who's tuned into the stream tonight. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have done, make sure you do hit that like button. And if you're a first time viewer here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, as that way you'll be notified when I future videos and live streams for myself. And I'll be seeing you in the next one, which will be F123 on Wednesday. Nice one, guys.